Alrighty. I'm here making a video with a dog right next to me. This is everything I've dreamed of. And you know she's hungry too. So if you hear any chewing noises throughout the video or any slurping, derpent, just know I have a dog. Hi, my name's Topher. If you don't know who I am, then I'm glad we got acquainted. I'm a photographer based in Central Alabama, and I will definitely say I am willing to travel. So, yeah. I've been on the internet for quite some time now. So it's been since I want to say 2007 since I've been on the internet. And keep in mind, I'm about to turn 28 this year.
Wow. Wow.
I was really young when I was on the internet, so don't judge me. That aside, like I said, I'm a photographer, and I actually just started photography like as a business, like an actual job that I want to do in 2022. And I started that with my first wedding. However, we are not going to review any photos from 2022 that I have taken in this video. What we are going to do, we are going to go through every single photo session that I've done in the year of 2023. And I'm going to pick out my favorite photo from each one of them. And you may be thinking, Topher, there's so many that you've done. I really don't think there's many that I've done. But I'm gonna make I guess I'm gonna make a new folder just in case, because I mean I have to edit it somehow, so we're gonna go for it. I'm computer savvy. Anyways, by the river fed through the trees. Oh my gosh, I love this session so much. I'm just letting you know, I'm choosing the photos right now, and then we're gonna go back and react to them. That's what I'm doing, just so you know. Okay, this is actually my favorite photo. Oh, okay. I know which one's my favorite from this one. Alright, so I'm going to choose this one for that one because, I mean, obviously, I would. Family photos. Okay, so for this specific session, they actually have personal photographs. Not like that. It's a family session, but they have personal photographs of their child that they do not want shown on the internet whatsoever. So that's that's me doing right by my clients. So we're gonna choose this one. Choose this folder. I separated them into folders. I tend to do that on my laptop just so I can, siphon through what to post and what not to post. And also it keeps it organized. But honestly, for this specific session, I really do like the couples photos so much. My editing has definitely gotten better. Oh my gosh, I can't decide. So you know what? I'm just going to choose this one because I think it's just adorkable. Oh, okay. So I'm definitely going to say a lot of these I have re-edited. I'll reply to that later. Love you though. Let's see. Alrighty, so from this specific session, there is definitely one that I like the most, and it is indeed that one. And I'm going to put it in that folder. Alrighty, next one. Ooh, now this one. This one had two sessions. Okay. All right. So, oh my gosh. Sorry, this just hits home. I don't know why I watermark my photos and save them. I don't know. I mean, okay, this one, obviously, I'm going to have to choose this one. You'll see why later. Ooh, family portraits again. Ooh, I love doing my family portraits. Alright, so this one, obviously, that was my favorite photo. Alright, prom. Now, I typically do this photo a lot because it's just great advertisement. And it just captures prom. Like, you're getting ready with your best friend and having a good time, basically. That's why I like the shoot. Like, I'm very candid with my photography. And anyways, senior photos. I love doing senior photos too. I love taking photos of a senior in high school and give them their defining photos of their senior year. That's what I really like. So, as for this one, there is definitely one in particular that I have edited to filth, and I love it. But I'm not going to choose that one. I'm actually going to choose this one because it's so cute. All right. Ooh. Ooh. This one's gonna. This. Oh my gosh. Okay, so for any of the people that have viewed my photos in past, this is the session with the red dress. So, I can't decide. This was such a gorgeous shoot. I can't decide, y'all. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do the full body shoot. I'm gonna do that one. But I mean, there was a lot of full body, so. Alright. Next folder. Sessions. Alright. Ooh. I love doing this one because this is by the time I had my new lens, and it was for my wedding clients because they did a dedication for their newborn, and it was it was great to go to, honestly, to experience it. But there was like one specific edited photo that I did that I was in love with the variation that I did, so I put that in there. And then the next one I'm choosing right now is the maternity one that I did recently back in September. And oh my gosh, I was just so in love with this. I was so in love with the shoot. Because this was actually my first time shooting in a studio, and it was great. It was great. But as for this session, oh my gosh. I gotta choose one that just, oh my gosh. Like her bump. Like that's what I'm trying to go for. Okay, I have to choose. No, 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 no. There's a full body one. I'm gonna choose that one. Yeah. I know there's glare in my eyes or in my glasses, so I'm just gonna pretend that it's not there when I'm editing. Y'all will get over it. I sound so mean. I'm so sorry. Anyways, family photos. Oh my gosh. Now this one was actually the first time I ever been to Jackson Lake Island. And if y'all don't know where that is in Millbrook or Cusada, one of the two. But where that is where they filmed the movie Big Fish. If y'all ever heard of that movie. I've never watched it myself, but I loved the sets that they had there. Okay, I'm obviously choosing that one. It was just so cute and it was just so them. But I mean, honestly, I could have chose like the full body one. That one's prettier. Like I know the other one's going to be in the folder, but that's fine. All right, so this is another family slash senior portrait, and it was the same client as the senior portraits slash color guard photos that I've done. However, I'm not going to show the family since I've already shown that one specific client. However, I am going to just choose one of the client. And I think I'm going to choose this one because it just screams cap and gown to me. And then here's another family slash cap and gown. It was done the same day. And I accidentally went to the watermark folder for a second. But I'm going to choose this one mainly because it also, again, screams cap and gown. And I love it. And plus, that pose was definitely an idea that the client's sister, aka the bride at the wedding that I've done, it was her idea. So shout out to you, Katie. All right, so for purposes, because this is going on multiple platforms, I at this shoot right here, I'm going to choose a very, a good photo, and I'll tell you why. I really like that one. I I can't choose it. Okay, I'm just going to choose that one because she is so freaking pretty regardless. This one. Oh, this family. I love doing their sessions. And obviously, I'm going to choose this one because it's on my website. Mm-hmm. Of course, with permission. Alright. Same family, different day. And I'm going to choose this one because of the bubbles. I mean, I had fun shooting that freaking party. So, I saw bubbles. They blew bubbles. So, I was like, I'm going to take a picture of that. Another family. Ooh, I really like these. So proud of myself this day. Because I was like, it doesn't look like fall outside, but I made it look like fall. Power of photography and editing. I mean, I honestly can't decide with this family. But I really like the one where, oh, shoot. I really like that one. I'm going to choose that one. I have my reasons. Oh, okay. See, this one I was actually kind of nervous for. But honestly, I think it came out pretty good. And I was honestly happy with the outcome. I won't lie. Like, I really liked it. But I'm definitely going to choose this photo because it's just so cute. Like, the French toast. Alright, another senior. So this is like the beginning of the year. Like, before cap and gown. Like, you know how school starts in August. This was September. I believe this was after my maternity session. Yeah. This was like I want to say 4 days after my maternity session, if my math serves me correctly. Anyways, I'm going to choose this edit because there's a reason for that. There is a photo of this senior holding a red apple, and the photo is black and white, but the apple is red. So I did the same thing for that one. We're going to react to it. All right. Oh, these couple photos. Oh my god, I love them so much. Okay, it's obviously going to be this one. The lighting, y'all will see why in a bit. Oh. Oh my gosh. I love doing this so much. And honestly, like if I could do this again, I would. Just because I love doing it. Like I did that whole arrangement. Oh my gosh. I can't decide. I'm going to choose this one just cuz it's just so darn cute. Oh, yes. This session, the sunflower session with my little friend. Shout out to her mom, by the way. Shout out to Angel. I think everybody knows which photo I'm going to choose of this one, so. Alright, this wedding. I love this wedding so much. Oh my gosh. It was on the beach. But I am definitely going to choose this one with. You'll see why. I need to stop explaining why I choose photos. That's it for that one. And then we're going to go to my extras folder for this one. And obviously, this one. Alrighty. I've chosen all the photos. So, we're going to react. Before we react, I need to do one thing. We're going to switch out Reputate for another one. As much as I love Taylor Swift, I have to give shout outs to other artists too. So this is my personal shout out to none other than Miss Lust for Life herself, Lana Del Rey. The reason I say that is because she was spotted here in Alabama. I believe it was Florence, Alabama, in a Waffle House, just straight up working. And I appreciate that because it just shows how humble and down to earth she is. She'll just walk into a freaking Waffle House, ask for a uniform, and start working. Like, the heck? Like, I appreciate that. But shout out to Lana though. Like, Lana Del Rey, if you ever find yourself in Alabama, please, please, I would love to take photos of you. And I know exactly where we can go. Let's react to these pictures. Alrighty, I think my clients are gonna be in for an uproar. We're gonna save this one for last, and there's a reason why. So I'm gonna rename it with a Z in front of it, so that way it is last. So first and foremost, we have this photo right here, and I'm just going to describe it because I know I shout out people in my videos, but my clients are different. This whole freaking folder of photos are the photos that I really liked from the sessions that I've done. And keep in mind, these are the ones in 2023. So, with that being said, we're going to begin. And the first photo that I see right here is actually the color guard photo that I have done for this particular client. It's basically like a senior photo. And the reason that it hits home to me so much is because when I was in high school, this specific high school, I was on their color guard. And oh my gosh, anything I would give to go back to high school and just be on color guard again. Like, I have a flag in my closet that I could whip out right now and just like go outside and do tricks like boom, boom. I really like this photo so much. I can't really say anything else because I think the reason being is just, it just hits home for me. That's why I like it so much. And it made me feel so special just to photograph somebody in a color guard uniform. I don't know why. But yeah. Alrighty. So this photo was taken at a memorial park. It is called Confederate Memorial Park, and it is quite gorgeous. It's quite gorgeous. It is the same client from my color guard photo, and I love this photo so much because I don't know why, it just gives me Fearless vibes from Taylor Swift. I don't know why. I just really like her pose. The way she's just looking like into the distance. I like that. It gives me wonder. It gives me like, I am a senior and I can't wait what's in store for me next. Like, take me to the next chapter. And I also love the boots that she has on, so nice wardrobe selection. Next, that would be the family session that I said was private. Anyways, I really like this photo because they were making faces at each other. And his tongue was sticking out. She was doing the whole thing. So or her tongue was sticking out and I just don't see it. But anyways, I really like this one. It's really cute. It shows their love, obviously. But yeah. The only thing I would change about it is the editing, because this is before I actually got to where I am now. Anyways, next. Okay, so this is the family session that I was talking about at Jackson Lake. So I really like this one because, oh my gosh, they were just so funny. And then the one on the right actually has an autistic child. And he was a trip. I'll definitely say he was a trip. I just think this is gorgeous. This little thing is what they did when the mother, who is in the middle, got remarried, and that's how they posed in her wedding dress and I believe bridesmaids outfits. It's just beautiful, and they wanted to do a photo like that, so I gave them a photo like that, and I think it looks gorgeous. Like, next. All right, so this birthday party was in Prattville, and I remember just being all over the place. Like, not the party being all over the place, but myself. I was kind of like all over the place. I wanted to take pictures of everything going on, like just to, showcase the event per se. And then, I saw the kids over there playing with bubbles, and this is one of the photos I got, and I was surprised with how clear the bubbles actually came out. So keep in mind, this is all just growth for me. So I'm literally reviewing my own photos and seeing what has changed and what I have learned throughout this year. Alright, so This beach photo, oh my gosh. So this was in Orange Beach, Alabama, close to Florida, and it was so beautiful. But it was so hot that day. Oh my gosh, my camera was actually fogging up. That's how hot it was. Like it was cool inside, but you go outside and it was like 100 degrees outside. But regardless, they got married. I got some cute photos. I got photos after the fact like this. I love the wave that is like about to crash in, like is forming right there. Beautiful. I also love the dress. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they said it was going to be a rainbow wedding and they were not lying. Like they gave me some rainbow stuff after the wedding and I appreciate that. Like they are so sweet too. Like I was so happy to be there to photograph that for them. And it's just something that I love having in my portfolio as well. Just so I can show people and be like, hey, like I can make your life look like this in photos per se, you know? And that's the power of photography, to be honest. Next. Alrighty, so this is actually my first aesthetic photo shoot. If you have been paying attention to my social media, everything's blue. So that is actually my new aesthetic. My first aesthetic was black and white because I was very much so inspired by Folklore by Taylor Swift. And this is actually my best friend. Whenever I have an idea, she is like the first person I go to unless I need a specific model for this kind of prompt. I honestly thought of her because I want her to be my first cover model. That's it. But she actually delivered. I love this little peeking off the bridge photo. That was actually my favorite photo of the entire session. I'm not going to lie. She has a favorite photo herself, which was actually her profile picture for quite a minute. And I was like, wow, dang, she never chooses photos of herself as profile pictures, but she chose that one. I'm proud of myself. Alrighty, next. Alright, this family. Oh my gosh, this is actually the couple that I photographed getting married before this little one was born. But this is the baby dedication, and this was actually a very cute photo that I, snagged. And this is actually when I photographed them with my new lens. I love how it turned out. I love the vibe that it gives. And then you have like all three of their faces like right here, like baby just like looking mad as heck. Like it's just so adorable. Alright, next. Alright, this is my cousin and her husband. I did these at the Wilderness Park in Prattville, Alabama, which is also known as Bamboo Forest. And it is, trust me, if you go there, it's a beautiful sight. Like, it may look dull, but if you really take photos of it and just look around, you'll find beauty. Beauty within the dullness. It's not as green as it probably should be, but it is beautiful. I really like this photo. This is actually a session that I re-edited. It's not because of the clearness of the subjects, but rather look at the background. Look how detailed the background is. Even though it's blurry, you can tell like what kind of atmosphere it's giving. There's a trail behind them. That's what I like in nature photography. I like for you to see the subject, but also realize that there's stuff going on in the background. That's what I try to get out of my photos whenever I'm photographing outside. Okay, so this maternity session I really love doing. And it was very special to me because this is actually my third, honestly, my third maternity session. Because I did both my cousins. So this was actually my real professional one. And we went to a studio for this and I am in love with how they turned out. And she wanted a nude backdrop and a black dress. She got the black dress. She got the black everything. Like there wasn't really much that went into it. Like like women would get like extravagant dresses. She wanted something just like simple, like show off her bump, but also show off like her body as well because her body is a temple. I'm not saying that that's what she did, but that's how I interpret it. But anyways, shout out to her. I really love doing this one, and I do have a session with her coming up with her baby, and my gosh, I can't wait to do that one. Alrighty, for this little one, oh my gosh, this is definitely 2 days after Christmas, and it was somebody I knew from high school. This is his kid. The guy's mom, actually one of my good friends, had reached out to me and wanted me to take family photos. So I was like, absolutely. So my mistake was I should have scheduled earlier in the day, but sometimes you got to have a little trial and error to really get things right in the future. So I really like this photo because his smile is just so infectious. It's like, and then the little bell on his head, like his mom put it there. That is so adorable. All right, next. Alrighty, so this senior portrait, this is the one with the apple that I was talking about, and I really like this one. The reason being is because the original photo was him as a little literal infant holding an apple that was red, but the whole photo was black and white, but the apple was red. So I did that to this photo because it kind of shows like where he started, like when he was a kid, to where he is now. And that's also another thing of what I want my senior photos to deliver is your defining photo, like your defining photos, your defining session. And I think that defines them. Mainly because it brings a nostalgic feeling. Alright, so next one. And this is my little cousin. So I did her maternity session as well. And I really like how this one turned out. Given the lens that I had, I only had the basic freaking Canon EOS Rebel T100 starter lens. That's it. But I really like how these turned. I really liked how these turned out. I did go in and re-edit them because I acknowledge I could have done better back then. But just seeing what I've done now, I really like this photo the most, and I have loved it ever since this session came out. Right. So this senior right here, this was one of the family photos that was done in like those two families one day, and it was at a church service for seniors in high school. This was actually the family with the baby that I showed earlier. This was her brother, and this pose right here was her idea. I would have never thought about it. And I'm glad that she did that because it really gives perspective to all the angles that you can go into when shooting photos. In my perspective, when I've been shooting photos, I've always been focused on eye level, but you really got to think sometimes you have to really like squat. You have to like get down on the ground. Sometimes you have to like use ladders, get high up to get the angles that you want. Sometimes you have to go like this, like diagonalize it. But I'm glad that she thought of this, and it really gave me more perspective on what angles to use in the future. Alright. Okay, so this is adoption day. I was very happy to do this, and this was for my uncle. Long story short, my uncle married his wife. His wife already had a daughter. He had two daughters. So bam, 3 kids. The daughter from his wife wanted to take his last name, my uncle's. So that was the whole adoption. I thought it was adorable. Like, I really thought this was adorable. The reason being is because she was like, I want to take your last name. And I thought that was, heck yeah. I will definitely say that. I'm glad to call her family. Alright, next. Alright, this was actually my final photo shoot of 2023. This was actually done on the 30th of December. And it was for one of my friends whose birthday was on the 9th of January. So this one in particular, I chose this specific photo. It's also one of my favorites. I have multiple favorites for this one. There's a reason. Because you see the dress, right? The dress is actually see-through. So I didn't want to choose a photo, put it on here, and be like, no, I'm not going to do that. I will photograph it. I'll include it in my portfolio. That's no problem. But, for me putting it in a video, just to react to it and be like, oh, we're getting to see uncensored nipple. No. I believe videos should be censored. That's it. Anyways, next photo. Alright, so second family, the second senior. And it was the same client as my color guard photos. This one in particular, I really like this cap and gown photo because it gives the vibe of cap and gown. Like, you think of a cap and gown portrait, that's what I would see. Or that's what I would think of. I feel like you could have a little bit more vignette in there, vignette, and it would be good. But it otherwise, it looks good. I really like it. So next, all right. So this family session right here. So this is the one where I was like, oh wow, it doesn't look like fall out here. What do I do? That's the thing. Like when it comes to photography, I'm aware that the seasons just don't line up anymore. They just don't align. So with fall, they literally dressed like the fall time. It still looked like summer, but it just really goes to show how much you can do with editing. Like those trees were green, like yellow green. But I love that one. I love that one especially because those are the kids just in the background, just like poking fun. And the parents in the forefront are just giggling and having a good time. That's what I really like. I love it when candid stuff like that happens. They're giggling and actually having a good time. That's where you get magic. All right, next. Oh my goodness, my little friend. Oh my gosh. So I actually offered to do this photo session, and I originally did not ask for payment, but they paid me anyway. So I was like, oh, okay, awesome. I just really want to do it, but I really love this one because she had her daughter in her natural hair just like that, and it was just so freaking adorable. This is my favorite photo from that session just because it looks like an actual portrait. I might actually cry. Oh my gosh. Next. Sorry. Alrighty, so this family session, it was done at the same place I did my cousin's maternity photos. But I really like how this one came out, and I'm surprised it came out like this, considering I only used the starter lens. Sorry, there's something on my screen. But I just really like how it came out. But I know the expression on the kids' faces, they're not the best, but it just really shows you like who they are as a family. Like you have freaking the little girl down there that can't stay still, and that was very apparent because I have a ton of photographs from that day that will just make you chuckle. Then also like the boy, oh my gosh. It was so funny photograph like having him in photographs as well. Like I could say more, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. I really like this photo so much. I love how vivid it is. I love how detailed it is. I love how there's not really any darkness in the photo. You can see them clearly. You can tell what's going on. And I love the angle that was at. I was literally photographing on the ground. Like, you can't get any detailed and angled than that. Next. Oh my gosh, this baby. This one was so adorable. So it was the same family as the bubble photo from earlier. This baby was on a slide. Like they literally like they didn't push her down the slide, obviously. Hands like, oh, go down the slide, and then she was crawling like that, and I snapped that photo, and I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it, and I just cannot wait to go home and edit it. Hence the one that's on the screen right now. And I tend to like edit and retouch my photos like to clear blemishes, but if I see something's like naturally there like a mole, I'm not going to like touch it, you know what I'm saying? Or just like bags around the eyes. But when it comes to babies, babies are so pure, so I don't feel the need to like correct any imperfections on babies because they're just so pure. Acne issues occur, but when it comes to babies, they're quite pure. Anyways, all right, this prom photo. So I really love doing this one. This was my first prom that I did. I really loved all the photos that I got out of there. Like one of which looked like it came out of like Wizard of Oz. Like it was like Emerald City with a red freaking shoe, like a red slipper. But this photo right here, I chose this one because it's great promo for me. It's great advertisement. It's a candid moment between two good friends going to prom together, laughing about or just looking like they're gossiping and just like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? That's why I like this photo. All right, next. And this is actually from my same prom client. So I love this photo so much because of the glare of the sun, and it makes the photo just pop out even more. Like, I was so impressed I even caught this photo, and when I edited it, it just looked so cohesive. So cohesive, in my opinion. I love the look in their eyes towards each other, like the love. I can see the love in their face. But yeah, I really like this photo. It was definitely my favorite from this session, and it really felt like an engagement photo than anything, like engagement session. But I really like this one so much. I'm gonna stop saying that. I just really like it. Okay, so this senior, I really like doing this one. It was at a park that is not really known. Eh, well, the park is called Goose Pond Park, and it is really small. Like, you turn everywhere, you see road. But for some reason, I'm surprised I didn't catch any road in this one. To be honest, I would choose the one that was edited to the gods, but I did not. The reason I chose this one, I really love how simple and cute it looks. She's just like, I know I'm cute. I know I'm beautiful. I'm just strolling through this forest. Like, let me feel myself. That's what it gives. I was honestly glad to do this for her as well, because she is a very, very bomb girl. Very zany personality too, which I appreciate. But yeah. Next. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, this was my first infant shoot, and I enjoyed doing it. This woman, I love her so much. And you know who you are. I think she was told, or she knew that she couldn't have kids. I think that's what she had told me. But this one was a surprise. This is actually her first child. And I was very proud of her because I know I know she has always wanted a kid. So, but long story short, she had a kid, and I'm very happy for her. All right, next. My gosh. I remember when I first saw a photo of this dress, and I just wanted to photograph it right then and there at work. I had a hard time looking through this session in particular because the dress, the model, everything about it. Oh my gosh. The fact that she's a wrestler. Like, what? All right, so here's some insight. So this girl right here, she is actually in the Marines now. I think she was in ROTC. I'm pretty sure she was in ROTC. They will correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, she was in ROTC. She was second in state in Alabama for wrestling. Girls wrestling. And she looks fly as heck. Like, how can you beat that? Oh my gosh. How can you beat that? Like, shout out to her. Like, I love this photo so much. And the roses, everything that she brought just fit. Alrighty, next. And then this is my final photo to show off, which is my Sapphire photo shoot. And I enjoyed doing this so much. I actually did a model call on my Facebook, and they replied with the comments. And this one in particular, I was like, I want to see what she's about. So I saw what she was about. I met her, and we did the session. And it came out fabulous. You can check that out on my website. Alrighty, well that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed going through that journey with me in reviewing my photos that I've shot in 2023. If you're interested in any of the content that I make, whether it be like shorts or TikToks or Reels or whatever, you can follow me on social media at THERE on X, Instagram, TikTok. Whatever social media that I am on, you can follow me on with at TopherTubes. And also, I do have a website. It is www.tophertubesphotography.com, as well as a Facebook page. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope to, spread some good vibes with my content in the future. And I must close this video with stay warm and have a great day. Meep.